Have you ever been ripped out of a peaceful night's sleep by a stabbing pain in your leg? One moment you're resting, and the next your calf muscle tightens into a hard knot. It feels like a steel vise clamping down on your leg. You try to stretch, massage, move, nothing works. For many seniors, this is not just a random inconvenience. These cramps can happen daily. They ruin sleep. They drain energy. They make something as simple as walking across the room feel scary. But here's what most people don't realize. Frequent leg cramps in seniors are a red flag. They can be a sign that your muscles are starving for key nutrients, that your blood isn't flowing as it should, or even that your body is struggling to keep up with daily movement. And if ignored, cramps can lead to something even more dangerous: falls, loss of mobility, and the slow decline of independence. Yes, a simple cramp can be the first domino in a chain reaction that steals away your freedom. But there is good news. You don't have to just suffer through these painful cramps. You can fight back, and the solution starts with something you already do every single day: eating. Because what you eat or don't eat plays a massive role in whether your muscles stay strong and cramp-free, or whether they betray you when you need them most. So today, I'm going to share the top 5 foods that prevent leg cramps in seniors. These are foods that relax your muscles, improve circulation, and strengthen your legs from the inside out. But listen, don't click away after food number 1, because each of these 5 foods works in a different way, and skipping even one could leave a gap that keeps your cramps coming back. Plus, I'll share 3 bonus tips at the end that can cut your nighttime cramps in half. And here's something I want you to think about right now. Back-end index pointing right, do your cramps happen mostly at night? Or do they sneak up during the daytime? Comment below and tell me, because the answer actually reveals something important about your health. All right, let's dive in. Why leg cramps are so dangerous for seniors. Most people shrug off cramps as just one of those things that happen with age. But the truth is, cramps are a warning. When your muscles cramp, it's because they're misfiring. The nerves that control them are sending signals without the right balance of minerals, hydration, and blood flow. It's like trying to run a car on an empty tank. It sputters, stalls, and breaks down. For seniors, the risk is even higher. Why? Mineral loss. As we age, our bodies don't absorb magnesium, potassium, or calcium as effectively. Medication side effects. Many seniors take diuretics, statins, or blood pressure pills that flush out electrolytes. Lower water intake. Seniors often drink less water, which means muscles are more prone to seizing up. Poor circulation. Aging arteries don't carry oxygen and nutrients as efficiently. Now, picture this. You're walking down the stairs, carrying something in your hand. Suddenly, your calf locks up. You stumble, your balance is gone, and before you know it, you're on the ground. For a senior, one fall can mean broken bones, months of recovery, and in some cases, losing independence permanently. That's why cramps are not a joke. They're not just part of getting older. They're your body's alarm system. And the good news? You can quiet that alarm by putting the right foods on your plate. So let's start with food number 1. Food number 1, bananas, the potassium powerhouse. Bananas. Simple, affordable, easy to eat, and a senior's secret weapon against cramps. Why? Because bananas are packed with potassium. Think of potassium as the switchboard operator for your muscles. It tells them when to contract and when to relax. Without enough potassium, your muscles misfire. They tighten up when they should be resting, and suddenly, you're in pain. Now, one medium banana gives you around 422 milligrams of potassium. That's about 10% of your daily needs. And here's the kicker. Most seniors are not getting nearly enough potassium. But there's a catch. Just eating a banana once in a while won't fix the problem. Potassium has to be part of your daily diet to keep your muscles balanced. How should seniors eat it? One medium banana a day is usually safe. If you're diabetic, go for smaller bananas and pair with protein or fiber, like peanut butter or oats, to keep blood sugar steady. Blend it into a smoothie, slice it onto yogurt or freeze it for a cool snack. Now here's a quick fact that surprises a lot of people. Bananas aren't the only potassium-rich food, and they're not even the highest source. But they're one of the most convenient, and convenience matters when you want something quick and easy to fight cramps. Quick question for you. How do you like your bananas? Do you prefer them plain, in a smoothie, or with peanut butter? Let me know in the comments. Now, potassium is great, but without its partner, magnesium, you're still at risk. And that's where food number 2 comes in. Food number 2, spinach, magnesium magic. Spinach might not win the popularity contest in taste, but when it comes to preventing cramps, it's one of the best. Why? Because spinach is loaded with magnesium. Magnesium is like your body's natural muscle relaxer. It calms down nerve impulses and tells muscles to chill out instead of seizing up. Without it, muscles get tight, twitchy, and prone to painful spasms. Here's the problem. Aging makes it harder to absorb magnesium. Even if you're eating enough, your body may not be using it effectively. That's why so many seniors are deficient without even knowing it. Just 1 cup of cooked spinach gives you around 150 milligrams of magnesium. That's a huge boost toward your daily needs. How to eat it? Lightly steam or sauté spinach instead of boiling it to preserve nutrients. Add it to omelets, soups, or even blend into a smoothie with fruit. You won't taste it. Pair it with vitamin C-rich foods like tomatoes or lemon juice to improve absorption. If you absolutely hate spinach, don't worry. You can also get magnesium from almonds, pumpkin seeds, or even a little dark chocolate. But spinach has another benefit too, better sleep. Magnesium helps relax your nervous system, making it easier to drift off. So if cramps are waking you up at night, spinach at dinner might help you rest easier. Be honest in the comments. Do you love spinach, or do you avoid it? Now, let's move on to a food that gives you a double punch of cramp protection: sweet potatoes. Food number 3, sweet potatoes, a double benefit. Sweet potatoes are not just delicious. They're a powerhouse when it comes to leg health. Why? Because they give you 2 of the most important minerals in one bite: potassium and magnesium. That means you're covering 2 major cramp-fighting bases at the same time. But that's not all. Sweet potatoes also provide complex carbohydrates. Unlike sugary snacks that spike your blood sugar and leave you drained, sweet potatoes release energy slowly. That means your muscles get a steady fuel supply throughout the day, keeping them strong and less likely to cramp. And here's something many people don't know. Sweet potatoes also support gut health. Their fiber feeds good bacteria in your gut, and when your gut is healthy, your body absorbs minerals like magnesium and potassium more effectively. How to enjoy them? Roast them with olive oil and herbs. Mash them instead of regular potatoes. Slice and bake them into chips for a crunchy snack. In fact, in many cultures where sweet potatoes are a staple food, people report fewer issues with muscle cramps and joint pain. Coincidence? Probably not. Quick question for you. Sweet potatoes or regular potatoes? Which do you prefer? Now, potassium and magnesium are important. But without calcium, your muscles are still in danger of misfiring. And that's where yogurt comes in. Food number 4, yogurt, calcium and protein boost. Yogurt is creamy, delicious, and powerful when it comes to preventing leg cramps. Here's why. Yogurt gives you calcium and protein in the same spoonful. Calcium is the mineral your muscles use to contract properly. Without enough, your muscles twitch and spasm. Protein, on the other hand, repairs muscle fibers and prevents age-related muscle loss, known as sarcopenia. But yogurt has another secret weapon: probiotics. These good bacteria improve your digestion, which means your body absorbs calcium and magnesium more effectively. So yogurt doesn't just give you nutrients, it helps your body use them better. How to eat it? Choose plain, unsweetened yogurt to avoid added sugars. Add berries or nuts for extra nutrition. If you're lactose intolerant, choose lactose-free or fortified plant-based yogurts. And here's a tip. Having a small bowl of yogurt in the evening can help prevent nighttime cramps and improve sleep quality. Tell me in the comments, do you prefer your yogurt sweet with fruit or savory with spices like raita? Now, we've covered potassium, magnesium, and calcium. But there's one more food that ties everything together and supports circulation too: avocados. Food number 5, avocados, the healthy fat and potassium hero. Avocados may be trendy, but they've earned their reputation. Why? Because they're one of the richest sources of potassium, even more than bananas. And they're loaded with healthy fats that improve blood circulation. Here's why that matters. Circulation is the delivery system for your muscles. Without good blood flow, your muscles don't get oxygen or nutrients, and that's when cramps strike. Avocados keep the highways open so your muscles stay fed and healthy. How to eat them? Spread avocado on whole grain toast. Add slices to salads. Mash in a guacamole with lemon juice. Yes, avocados can be pricey in some places. If that's the case, don't worry. Pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, and nuts are cheaper alternatives that give you magnesium and healthy fats too. But if you can, even eating half an avocado a few times a week can make a huge difference in your leg health. Quick comment question: do you eat avocados regularly, or are they too expensive where you live? Now that we've covered the top 5 foods, let's go over some bonus tips that will supercharge your cramp prevention. Bonus tips for cramp-free legs. Food is powerful, but it's not the only factor. Here are 3 bonus tips. Stay hydrated. Dehydration is one of the biggest triggers for cramps. Seniors often drink less water without realizing it. Aim to sip water throughout the day, not just when you feel thirsty. Balance sodium. Too much salt can throw off your mineral balance, but cutting salt too low can also cause cramps. If you're on a low-sodium diet, check with your doctor about the safe range for you. Stretch before bed. A gentle calf stretch for just 5 minutes before bed can reduce nighttime cramps by up to 50%. Bonus number 4. If you're on medications like diuretics or statins, ask your doctor if they may be contributing to your cramps. Sometimes small adjustments can make a big difference. So there you have it, the top 5 foods to prevent leg cramps in seniors. Bananas for potassium. Spinach for magnesium. Sweet potatoes for a double boost. Yogurt for calcium and protein. Avocados for potassium and circulation. Add these to your diet, and you'll not only reduce cramps, but also build stronger legs, better balance, and more independence. Now I want to hear from you. Backhand index pointing right, which of these foods will you add to your diet first? Comment below. I'd love to know which food gets the most votes. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe, because your health is worth it, and I'll be bringing you more senior health tips every week. Remember, don't ignore cramps. Fix them before they fix your mobility.